Bantam B one level, Chaska Chanhassen Gold will be facing Bloomington Jefferson for the third time this season and the second time in 6 days. These two teams faced off on this rink 6 days ago in the Bloomington Winter Classic Championship game. The game was tied after regulation, tied after the extra session, 4-on-4 overtime, and then Bloomington Jefferson won the championship in a 3-player shootout, outscoring the Stormhawks 2-0. It's the first game back since that tournament for the Stormhawks. They'll be playing, I believe, 1 player short of a full roster, as Blake Bigglebach is homesick. If I'm a little out of breath, it's because I literally ran from the Gopher Iowa football game, disappointing Gopher Iowa football game, to get here in time. But here in plenty of time, and it looks like Youth Hockey Hub may be also broadcasting it. But why would you watch that when you can watch the hometown broadcast, right? No replays, no scoreboard, but who needs it? The Stormhawks 1-1 in District 6 play. The Jaguars 3-0. Starting lineup for Chaska Chanhassen. The lines have been shuffled a bit since the last time we saw them. It'll be Ryan Spalding at center, Sean Hoken at right, Tyler Ramaka at center. And then your defensemen are Quinn Johnson and I believe that's Josh Lund on the far side. And then always in net, Nathan Brandt, sporting, I believe, a new helmet. 15 minutes on the clock. Again, Spalding take the draw for Chaska Chanhassen. Tries to win it ahead, comes back to Jefferson, who will skate it across the red, dump it in and go on the forecheck. Goes all the way around to the far side. Now knocked around behind Brandt. Down in front. Puck slides out to the left circle and then is pushed out to center ice. Jefferson on it. And we'll go right back on the attack. Bothered by Spalding, tries to drop it. And it was Ramaka trying to get it around one. Here comes Jefferson. Good scoring chance right off the bat. Misses the net. I think that shot was partially deflected. And a good start for the Jags. Puck has been in the zone the entire time. Behind the net, in front, right off of Hokanen's stick. On to Brandt. And then a whistle blew right away. And then it was actually tipped in. But the whistle had gone, so no goal for Jefferson. Officials waved that off right away. This line will be Waisanen at center. I'm not sure. I think, let's see. Asanoff, I think, is playing left. And Perry will be playing right, I believe. Face-off controlled by Jefferson. Tries to feed it in front. Broken up by Waisanen. He pins his player to the wall. Now it'll be Lindell on it. Lindell rims it around for Perry. Perry is cut off at the line. Into the zone it stays. Puck hasn't crossed the red line going the other direction yet. And it's been in this zone for most of the first couple minutes. Jefferson still with control. Tonight, of course, is a full-day fundraiser for a Jefferson Bantam who is paralyzed in a football game this fall. There's a long shot tipped by a Jefferson player. Goes to the far corner. Jefferson still with it. Now it's picked up by Perry, but he's cut off right away, and here comes the Jags once again. Pushed off the puck by Tyler. Now it's pushed down low. Thrown in front off of Perry's stick to Asanoff, back to Perry. Perry will get it finally across the red line and finally in the zone, and is shot right on. And we'll get a whistle and a face-off in the Jefferson zone. And we get a chance to see our third and final line. It's Kurt at center, Olsen at left, and Palmquist at right. Faceoff was truly a draw there. Eventually pushed down by the Stormhawks, almost passed just out of the reach of Kurt, and it's going to go all the way down in the Stormhawk zone for Girding. Girding, first action in a while. He did not play, I don't believe he played at all in the tournament last weekend. There is Girding with the puck. Try to feed it in the middle. That's turned away. Girding whacks it ahead to Palmquist. Palmquist across to Olsen. Nice job of supporting the puck by Olsen. Olsen tried to give it back to Palmquist. Palmquist around one. Here's Lund in his zone. Been told that the live stream isn't working, but it looks like it's working on my end, and I have 7 viewers. So Jefferson, good breakout pass into the Stormhawk zone. To the right circle, long shot right on to Brandt. Save easily. Whacked at by Kurt. Now it'll be Johnson. To Ramaka, I believe. Ramaka will skate out. Ramaka taken off of his stick, dumped right back in, and then it comes back to the neutral ice. Here will be Lindell. Lindell picks up in front of his bench, loses it right to Ramaka, who will backhand it in deep. Spalding forechecking. It's a little different start than the last game between these two teams. Jessica Chanhassen got off to a great start. So far, it's been mostly Jefferson. Sharp angle shot, partially deflected by Johnson, goes wide and behind, now into the near corner. Jefferson with a good jump in this start of the game, and they score. Little backhander from a sharp angle right at the side of the net. And Brandt was a little slow going down to his knees to make that stop. And the Jaguars are up 1-0 with 11:35 to go in the opening period. Pass into the skates of the Jaguar goal scorer. He finds it and then just backhands it without even looking. He put it right low on the ice and under the pads of Brandt. Here's a turnover. Shot blocked by Johnson. Now a pass right in front. That time Brandt gets down quick. Now he stays on his knees. Now it's up to the point. Long shot blocked by Ramaka, but not out. Long shot again, blocked down low this time. Bouncing puck. And there's a shot from a sharp angle. Brandt looking to freeze it. And Jefferson all over the Stormhawks right now. Johnson will pick up the loose puck in the corner. Waiting for some penalty coming on Jefferson. That was a weak call. They're going to call roughing. Not sure what that was. That was just normal hockey play, but maybe more to come in this game of if you hit somebody, you're going to get a penalty. So first power play of the game coming for the Stormhawks. Could have come at a better time as they're down 1-0 in the early going in this District 6 matchup. Waisanen on the draw, I believe. Yes, it is. He loses it to Jefferson. They will rim it around the wall and all the way, no, not all the way down, captured nicely by Jefferson. They dump it in on the penalty kill, and there might be the first one on this puck. Lund tips it ahead, but turned away at the blue line, and it'll have to be Tyler now. Tyler mishandled a bit and then regathered it, gets it to Perry. Perry across to Azanoff, kind of behind him, and right back onto a Jefferson stick and dump right back in. With 1:30 to go on the power play. Here's Azanoff. Azanoff. Cross ice pass to Perry. Perry across the red line. Perry down the right side. Gets around one. Still with the puck. Try to get it in deep and kind of fanned on it. And Jefferson picks it up and will skate down 1-on-2. A little bit of an easy entry there. Lund and Tyler kind of sagged a little bit too much for my liking. There's a kind of a no-look pass by Perry and a turned over. And not a great start for this power play. Halfway over. Lund will dump it in, and all 5 Stormhawks will go for a change. Jefferson D to D, and then one outlet pass up. There's a pass to Palmquist. Can't handle that. And Jefferson back with it. Tipped away by Girding nicely to Olsen. Olsen tried to tip it to Kurt. Now it's flutters out to center ice. Palmquist to Kurt. Kurt 1-on-2. Hooked from behind. That would have been a call. It's interesting that they call that weak one down low, and then that hooking they don't call. 25 seconds to go on the penalty. Here is Olsen in his own zone. Olsen winding up, getting around one penalty killer. Down deep into the corner. Getting help from Kurt, but there's a pass to a Jefferson player, and then it's thrown out of the rink, and we'll have a face-off to the left of the Jaguar goaltender with 8 seconds to go on the penalty. Big crowd here as Jefferson hosting a fundraiser again for a Bantam player, Ethan Glynn, if I believe that's his name. Best wishes to him and his family, and hopefully lots of money raised for him here tonight. Face off won by Jefferson as the waning moments of the penalty tick off the clock. Spalding with it, backhands it up to Lindell. Lindell shot, bounces to the side of the net, or in front of the net. They whack away at it and misses and goes into the near corner. Jefferson on it, now skating 5-on-5 again. They're going to go D to D, and then a fanned-on clearing attempt. Eventually, he's going to bounce out to center ice, where Lindell will get it off the wall, then to Ramaka, but he can't get it any deeper, and Jefferson back on the attack. Lindell stands up one Jaguar at the red line. Dangerous little pass there, out of the reach of the Jaguar. Girding will chase, ride his player into the wall. He's a little outside there, but good battle there, allowing Ramaka to pick it up. His pass is intercepted and now thrown in deep to the near corner. Shots on goal 6-1 in favor of Jefferson, and that's not surprising given the start that the Jaguars have had. If Chaska Chanhassen can withstand this early going by Jefferson, it's just be down a goal. I think that'd be a success. Here comes Hokanen. Hokanen racing for it. Sharp angle, tries to throw it in front. They both go hard into the end wall. Puck never got on net, and Jefferson now will go 1-on-2. Shot broken up by Lund, then a sharp angle shot, rebound right in front, and eventually picked up by Hokanen. He loses it. Now Johnson down low, has his stick lifted, gets help from Lund, I believe. He tries to push it ahead for Hokanen. Comes out to Lund. Lund cross-ice pass to Azanoff. Azanoff will get the red line, will he? He does. He fans on the attempt to dump it in, and Jefferson picks up the loose puck right on the attack. Down deep, fronted by Lund. Pass in front off of, I believe that was Kurt's stick that maybe was onto Brandt's pad. There's Azanoff. His pass to Kurt is intercepted. Kept in by the Jags. A lot of passes and shots that are just a bunch of whiffs happening right now. Loose puck up to the point, blocked by Azanoff. Kurt fighting down low for it, bounces out to the top of the left circle. Shot coming, a penalty coming on, I don't know who. I guess Jefferson. Maybe an interference or a trip or something. They're going to call interference, I believe, on Jefferson's number 16 or 18. I think was it the same official? No, it's the other official. 16 can't believe it. So Chaska Chanhassen getting another, I think, gift with a power play. They did nothing on the previous power play. See if Kurt can win a faceoff. He kind of does. Wins it back to the point. It's Tyler. Tyler, long shot, misses the net. Comes to Palmquist. Palmquist off the end wall. Try to feed it up high, and it splits both defensemen. Tyler will chase, be the first one on it. Tyler has it knocked off of his stick. He goes in hard to the corner. It's picked up by Jefferson. Thrown in front off of Kurt's stick. He picks that puck up, and then he has his stick lifted. And Jefferson right now outworking the Stormhawks. Kurt whacks it ahead to Olsen. Olsen kind of played that a little too slow, and that allows Jefferson to keep it in and make the Stormhawks go another 200 feet. Palmquist with it. His pass is turned away. Finally comes out to Kurt, 3-on-2. Pass across to Palmquist. He stood up in the neutral zone. Kurt picks it up, dumps it in, goes for a change with 1:08 left to go on the power play. Tried to feed Palmquist. That's knocked down. And good stick handling play there by Lindell to escape one Jaguar. Now they come 3-on-1 shorthanded. Shot, blocker save into the netting behind the goal, and we'll have a face-off. No shots on the power play. One shot only in this entire game by the Stormhawks. Spalding to take the draw, won by Jefferson. Dumped into the corner, it'll be Johnson on it. Johnson off the wall, high bouncing puck, eventually finds Ramaka. Ramaka tried to give it ahead to Hokanen, and that's kind of been what the game has been like today. Not a lot of strong passes. And here is Johnson. He's like, if I can't get it done by passing the puck, I'm going to try to get it done myself. He's cut off at the red line, and Jefferson back on the attack. 14 seconds to go. And now Girding will take a penalty. And that'll do the That'll do it for the second power play of the game for the Stormhawks, and in 9 seconds, the Jags will get their first power play. Gerding reaching a little bit there and stick into the skates and the legs of the Jaguar attacker, and he goes down. So we'll skate 4-on-4 for 9 seconds. Face-off control by the Stormhawks, pushed out to neutralize. Hokanen goes down as the puck went by him. Jefferson now on the power play. Across the red line. In onside. Nice defensive play there by Tyler to slow up that rush. But Jefferson with control. Cuts to the middle, now up to the right point. Long shot. Tipped in front right onto Brandt, and he stops it. Not a lot of energy right now out of this Stormhawk team. Seem a little flat. On their heels a bit. And meanwhile, the Jags are very much on their toes and controlling most of play. And they control that face-off. Dumped into the corner. Fronted by Lund. Now pushed behind Brandt. Now up to the point. To the left circle. Cuts in front. That shot is blocked. Goes behind Brandt. Brandt doesn't know where it is. Oh, careful there. Now it's behind the net, and it looks like the net is off. .113 to go on the penalty to Aiden Gerding. Face-off won once again by the Jaguars. Pushed down low. Now it's going to be whacked out eventually by Perry. Pressured by Waisanen, hoping to create a turnover. Instead, the pass gets to a Jaguar who skates through the neutral zone into the Stormhawk territory. Pass across to the right side, turned away by Waisanen. Now Lund battling, but a good effort there by the Jag, and he's able to maintain control on the power play. Shot going well wide. That might make it all the way out. It does. 38 seconds to go on the Gerding minor. Now it's pushed all the way down. They say no icing. I think Lund would have got to it anyway. Here is Lund in his own zone. Long pass to Perry, kind of behind him. Perry tried to touch it to Kurt, and it was nowhere near, so Jefferson to go back on the attack. Now it's pushed into the near corner with 18 seconds on the penalty. Along the half wall, cutting to the middle, drop to the point. Nice pressure by Perry. Forced that not a very strong shot. Now there's a shot blocked by Johnson. And Gerding comes out. But a turnover. Johnson right to a Jag. Sharp angle shots on the side of the net, and we get a whistle. Yeah. It'll be the Kurt line to take the draw. He wins it for Tyler. Tyler tried to rim it around. Now he eventually does. It'll be Olsen with it. Olsen, bothered from behind, eventually shuttles it out. It's Kurt to skate in 2-on-1 with Palmquist. Kurt, again, we've seen a lot of that today. A lot of fanning on pucks. Kurt has missed several practices, or maybe he just missed one practice. A little rusty, perhaps. That's the excuse we're going to give him. Now the puck is tipped into Jefferson bench. We'll have a face-off outside the bench. Kieran Kurtz missed 3 days of school and 1 day of hockey. So let's chalk that whiff up to that. Tyler in the corner, waiting for help. Eventually gets it. No, he doesn't get it. Jefferson with it, drops it up to the point. Bothered by Palmquist. Now bothered by Kurt along the half wall. Push down deep, kicked by Tyler. Kurt whacks at it. Knocked down by the referee behind the net, who's really in the way. Sharp angle shot, turned away. Now saved by Brandt. Loose puck sitting there, and a quick whistle, although I believe the net may have been off. If the Stormhawks can get out of this penalty or out of this period down only 1-0, I'd consider it a victory. Right now they're trailing on the shots 11-1. And Jefferson with control once again. Spalding, good effort down low to create a turnover. Gives to Ramaka. Ramaka tried to touch to Spalding, then it's dumped right back in. And just a little too slow play by a lot of Stormhawks has resulted in Jefferson controlling the puck a lot. At least that's the way I'm seeing it. Slow play, sloppy play. And that's, there's a trouble there. Comes Jefferson, sharp angle shot high over the net. Push to the point, almost tipped away by Ramaka, but Jefferson still with control. Cutting to the middle, lost the handle, and they'll have to regroup in the neutral zone. Jefferson dumps it. Now into the corner, is going to rim around. Let's see if Hokanen can win a battle. Nope, Jefferson wins that battle and keeps it in. Under a minute to play. All right, who comes out with this puck? The betting money is on Jefferson the way this game has gone. Oh, this time it's Spalding. Spalding around for Hokanen. Hokanen tips it across for Ramaka, who gets it out and then it's dumped. Turnover to Waisanen. Waisanen in, shoots off the post. Great scoring chance. That would have been a huge goal at the tail end of the opening period. Turnover right to Waisanen on the stick side of the goaltender, and he went glove side and hit the outside of the post. That would have been a huge goal. It would have been their second shot on goal. As it stands, it wasn't a shot on goal. 22.4 seconds to go. Jefferson, you guessed it, with the puck at least briefly off the faceoff. This time picked up by Perry. Perry off. He skates hard. I think he gets around that defender. Good pressure there by Waisanen. Waisanen to Perry. One-timer's in! Nice job of Waisanen to feed it to Perry in front, and he one-times it in on the glove side, and it's 1-1, and whoa. Talk about a momentum shifter going into the second period. I think they would have been happy 1-0. Now they'll be ecstatic with 1-1. On only their second shot of the period. Perry scores his 5th of the season off a nice pass by Waisanen. And that was really just good effort. I think it was Waisanen that had a good effort forecheck, skated hard on the forecheck, created a turnover, and immediately passed it out to Perry, who gets his 5th, and it's 1-1 after one. Shots on the board are 13-2 in favor of the Jaguars. It's the first of 2 District 6 games for Saskatchewan this weekend. They take on, I believe it's Edina Green, could be Edina White, tomorrow at 3:45 in Braemart. Regardless of which Edina team it will be, that will be a great test. They may be undefeated on the season. Grant skating hard into his net, start the second period. Good coaching move, in my opinion, by the head coaches to get that Waisanen Perry Asanoff line out there to start the second after they scored late in the first. Waisanen pushes it ahead. Will pick up the puck, feed it in. It'll be Perry to forecheck down the right side. Good effort there. Eventually creates a turnover. They fight for it down low. Nice little breakout pass, and Jefferson will skate out. Across the red line. Stood up by Tyler, but they come in. Good back pressure by Perry. Feeds it up the wall. Waisanen to the middle. Not far enough to get out. There's a shot high over Brant's head. It will be, who wants it? Looks like Jefferson wants it more, and it'll be Waisanen down low. Getting dumped now. I think the puck was under him. Waisanen comes up with it, feeds it around to the near corner. Off of Lindell's shin guard. Dug out by Asanoff. Try to get up the wall. He goes down. They still fight for it. It's Jefferson that comes out with it. Into the corner. Pushed by Waisanen, now up to the point. Long shot tipped and then blocked in front by Tyler. And he flips it out of the zone. And that was much needed. Second period, the long change for both teams. Good pressure by Asanoff to create almost a turnover. Now it's Lindell. Lindell off the wall. Got to be careful not to have too many men here. Pushed all the way down. Icing is waved as the Stormhawks were changing. Tyler, nice escape. Off the wall to Olsen. Olsen, his pass is turned away and kept in by the Jags. Pass in front. Misses everybody. Then comes to the high slot. Shoulder save by Brandt. Like to see some heavier sticks by the Stormhawks. Get their sticks lifted way too easily in this game. Be a little heavier on your stick. Don't make it so easy on them to lift it and take the puck away. Face-off won by the Stormhawks. It's Palmquist. Palmquist has Olsen with him. Olsen cuts across the blue line. Dumped in by Palmquist. He'll chase, push up the wall. Will it come out to Lund? It does. Lund will just dump it down deep. It'll be Palmquist with it. Palmquist in front. Tipped on net. And no whistle. So Olsen was going to stab away. And eventually they get a whistle. Their first shot of the second period. Score tied at 1 with 13:07 to go in the second period. Face-off won by the Jags. Up the wall. And they'll skate out very easily. Cross-ice pass. They try to drop it. Now they eventually do. Comes up the wall, now down low. Now even lower, pass in front, broken up by Lund. Palmquist fighting with a Jag attacker, and the Jags win it. Dangerous there. Pass in front is broken up, comes to Palmquist. Palmquist passes through everybody, and they wave icing as they say the Jaguar could have touched it. And we'll get a couple changes for the Stormhawks. Good hand-eye there by Palmquist, knock it out of midair, but the Jaguar is on control with it. Here is Lund. Lund across the blue line. Lund on his backhand, feeds it in front, turned away by the Jaguar defender. Picked up by Spalding. Spalding to Lindell. In front to Palmquist. He got a stick. He may have got a stick on it. Here's Lindell again. Lindell's shot goes wide and behind the net. Palmquist reaching for it. Now pushed up the wall. Good idea not to pinch there by Quinn Johnson as Jefferson will get on the puck. And then, that looked like it could have been offsides. Lindell off the glass and out. Bouncing puck corralled by Spalding. He kind of tips it in. He's cut off. Goes down. Actually, him going down may have helped there. Now it's up the wall. This is a little dangerous by Lindell and turned over to Johnson to Hokanen. And then Hokanen went into the wall and hit the door, and the door opened in front of the Chaska Chanhassen bench. Now Lindell off the wall, but right to a Jaguar. Now Johnson in his own zone. Johnson off the wall to Hokanen. Hokanen pushes it ahead to Ramaka. And if they hurry, it's a 3-on-2. Pass across, broken up. Comes to Hokanen, though, in the corner. He falls down. Looks like they need to get their skate sharpened. And Waisanen creating a turnover. Waiting for help, gets it from Hokanen, but he's pushed off the puck. Push up the wall. Tyler pinching. That puck just took a funny hop, but Jefferson on the loose puck goes on the attack. Nice job by, I think that was Johnson. No, it was Girding to stand his ground and tip away the puck from the attacker. Now it's Asanoff with it. Loses control to a Jaguar. It's fed across the top of the crease. Now we'll go back and forth. It'll be Tyler. Tyler up the wall, but to the point. Long shot off the stick of Brandt into the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the Stormhawk zone. With 10:25 remaining in the second period, score tied at 1. First time these two teams played in a scrimmage. Jefferson got an early 2-0 lead, like in the first, say, 5-6 minutes of the first period, and Stormhawks not able to rally back. I think it was a 3-0 final. And then the championship game just 6 days ago, Chaska-Chanhassen had leads of 2-0 and 3-2, only to see Jefferson tied up at 2-2 and then 3-3. And then, as I said, it went to overtime and then to a shootout. Overtime, it was scoreless, and then the shootout, Jefferson won 2-0. Should go down as a tie in the official standings, or in the officially it's a tie. I'm sure Jefferson will count it as a win. Good for them. Jefferson with control, dumps it in through the legs of Lund. It'll be Tyler to pick it up. This was a little slower forecheck, allowing Tyler to get a pass off. Comes eventually to Waisanen, then to Tyler. Passed in front. A little miscommunication perhaps between Brandt and Lund. And somebody's going to eventually get a stick on it. And it's Lund who just swipes it out to neutral ice. Jefferson back on the attack. Gets around Waisanen. Drop pass. Shot. I think that was off the blocker of Brandt. Goes wide and behind, now to the corner. Lund for Azanoff. Azanoff pass is picked off. Loose puck down low, and icing would not be the worst thing in the world right here for the Stormhawks. Slap shot fanned on. Rebound to the side. Oh, and he couldn't get the shot off. Golden opportunity for the Jaguars there. This Stormhawk team is gassed right now. Long shot saved by Brad, and he lunges for the loose puck for the rebound and gets a whistle, a sorely needed whistle. With 8:53 to go in the second period, scores tied at 1. Puck in the skates of Kurt. Now it's pushed out to Palmquist. Palmquist corrals it. As it knocked off his skate, comes to Kurt. Across the blue line, will hoist it in. And very slow forecheck. And I could hear Chad Lindell yell, "Skate boys." Great call there by Lindell. Both Kurt and Palmquist were coasting to the into the zone. Here is Palmquist. Shot. Save! And it just misses Kurt. Rebound just misses Kurt. Now it's fed up the wall all the way down, and we'll have, I believe, our first icing of the game against Jefferson. Face off to the goaltender's right. With 8:20 remaining in the second period, score is still tied at 1. Official directing traffic, telling the players to back out of the circle. Good effort by Olsen to get on the puck. Try to defeat it in front to Palmquist. That's broken up. And Jefferson shovels it out to center ice. Dumped in by Lindell. And Olsen was still coming back on side. Lindell didn't realize it. Face-off coming right at center ice. Shots 18-5 in favor of the Jaguars. Up next after us is, I believe, the Bantam AA teams from Chaska-Chanhassen and Jefferson will face off in the final game of the Win for Glynn Day at Bloomington Ice Garden. Kurt first on the puck. Kurt off the side of the net, glove down. It'll be Kurt on it first. It was gloved down by Olsen and came right to Kurt. So we'll have a face-off outside the zone. To go all the way down? I didn't know that was the rule, that a hand pass in the offensive zone goes all the way to the defensive zone. That's a new one to me. It'll be Spalding to take the draw. And it is a draw. It's just sitting there. Jefferson eventually controls. Bothered by Girding and Spalding. Spalding picks it up in the skates of a Jaguar, and then picked up by Girding. Up the wall. And not out. Jefferson keeps it in. Who's going to win this race? Be Lund. Lund pushes ahead to Ramaka. Ramaka has Hokanen. Ramaka has it tipped off at his stick. Leaves it for Spalding. Nice defense there by the Jaguars. They covered that very nicely. Girding whacks away at it, keeps it in the neutral zone. Waisanen almost overskates. Nice little play there to corral the puck. Then it just slid off of him. Puck right in front. And almost a chance for the Stormhawks. Push up the wall. It'll be Girding at the red line. Fans on the pass. And Jefferson picks it up on the attack. Gets around one, shoots, saved by Brandt. Big save by Brandt. He went in all alone. He just walked. Was it Lund or Girding? One of the two. He just, very nice play. Faked a shot and just went right around the defender. Girding fanned on it there. Then Spalding, a good hit. Jefferson behind the net, bothered by Lund. Comes around to the near side, wraparound chance, cut off, and then a whistle blows as I guess the net is off again. With 6:32 to go in the second period. We're over halfway through this game. And Brandt is keeping the Stormhawks in this game. Shots are 20-5 in favor of Jefferson. Waisanen tried to win that one ahead. Now he battles at the blue line. Dump back in, and it's offsides. Jefferson wins the faceoff, gets it down deep. It'll be Lindell to fight. He loses that battle. Said that a lot today. Losing a lot of 50-50 pucks are the Stormhawks. Jefferson tried to toe drag around one. Here's a puck in the high slot. Shoot, scores. Unfortunately, Brandt had gone down anticipating the first shot. That shot never came, and then by the time the Jefferson player regathered the puck, he had a better angle to beat Brandt, and he does. He beats him to the stick side, and it's 2-1 with 6:03 to go in the second period. Kind of feel it coming. You kind of sense that Jefferson was going to get it eventually. Here's Palmquist. Palmquist stood up. That's interference. That's classic interference, and it's not called. Wow, what a terrible no call. Kept in by Lindell now. It's Olsen protecting, waiting for Kurt. Kurt digs away at it, feeds it up to Lindell. Now it's tried to push it down deeper. That's cut off. Now through the neutral zone, it'll be Kurt with it. Feeds it across to Palmquist. He's a little flat-footed. Still with it. Gets it in eventually deep. And we'll go on the forecheck. Now Olsen in the far corner off of his stick. And it's out 3-on-2 if they hurry. Jefferson in. Sharp angle shot. Went all the way through the crease and now all the way out. Jefferson out less pass, doesn't connect, goes to Lund, and then it's dumped out of the zone and then back into the zone, and we'll have another offsides face-off. 5:04 to go in the second period. Jefferson with the 2-1 lead. Ramaka controls going in 2-on-1 with Waisanen. Ramaka shoots. And easy save right into the Jaguar logo. Like to see him do a little more of that, perhaps. And I think he shakes his head a little bit there, saying I could have done more with that shot. Battle for it. Jefferson wins it. Will skate down the right side. Defenseman sagging a little too much. They let him get all the way to the top of the circles there. The gaps haven't been great by the Jaguars. There's a puck to the left circle. Feeds it now to the right point. Long shot blocked. Came on net. I think that changed directions once, maybe twice. Here's Waisanen. Waisanen bodied off the puck. And Jefferson will dump it in and chase. Actually go for a change. Johnson will reverse, lost control, gets it up the wall to Waisanen. Waisanen tried to touch it to Waisanen. That doesn't connect. Johnson up to the point, not out. Bouncing puck comes to Waisanen. He tried to feed it to Ramaka. Now Waisanen on it. Waisanen gives to Waisanen. It's pushed off of his stick. Looked like Jefferson was offsides there. Kind of a late whistle, slow whistle. This face-off won by Waisanen. I'd have to say Waisanen has had a pretty good game in this one, but turned over. Now it's Asanoff created turnover. He's dumped. Late hit there. Here's Perry. Perry, goal scorer for the Stormhawks. Lost control as he was trying to stick handle around. Asanoff intercepts at mid-ice. Then Jefferson intercepts. There's a chance in front. Turnaround shot just missed the far side. Perry, his pass comes all the way to the near side now. Jefferson with it. Will dump it in right onto Girding's stick. Girding has some ice. He should take it. He didn't really have an outlet. He'll dump it in and chase himself. Pushed around. Olsen will leave it for Lindell, intentionally or not. Now it's Kurt down low. Kurt to the far corner. Where's the puck? It comes out in behind. And Jefferson will skate up with it. He'll dump in and go for a partial change and also win the race to the puck. Oh, boy. Pass to the point doesn't connect. And the Jags will go through the neutral zone to the Stormhawk zone in. Shot blocked by Girding, I believe, to Olsen. Olsen's pass will eventually find Kurt on the far side. Kurt, long shot, misses everything and comes all the way out to Palmquist. Palmquist push off the puck to Olsen. Now Palmquist trying to protect. He's pushed to the wall by a pair of Jaguars and eventually gets some assistance from Olsen, but a little too late, and it's just the Jags that are able to get it out. Slow attack coming. Drop pass or a pass that was tipped. Now it's on the back of the net and we get a whistle. 1:45 to go in the second period. Jaguars lead 2-0 or 2-1. Shots are 22-6. And the puck, the faceoff will come out of the zone as they say that the Jags tipped it onto the net behind Brandt. Good pressure there by Tyler. Tyler stick handles around, goes down to the left side, kind of lost the handle, fed it to the crease or to the slot. Turned away by the Jaguars. Puck skips by Hokanen. Spalding pushes his player into the half wall, and the pass comes across. It'll be Tyler to have to race for it. He does, and eventually gets it out. And it's pushed back in, not offsides. Jefferson with control again. Down deep. Pass off to the side. Oh, what a nice play by Brandt to go from post to post. We call a hooking there. Hokanen in, and Ramaka just skated a little bit ahead of him, and he's offsides. And after kind of a questionable couple calls against Jefferson, the officials have put the whistle away. There was a clear interference earlier in this period, and then you could have certainly called a hook there as the stick was in on Hokanen's hands. Here's Perry. Perry has it taken away. He regathers. He's stood up. That also could have been interference, but he got the better of the checker there. Good pressure by Asanoff. Eventually creates a turnover, or a loose puck at least. Now Jefferson on the attack. And you see how deep the defensemen for the Stormhawks were. They were almost to the dots. Lindell gets around the 1-4 checker. He'll skate it out himself, or at least he'll get away as he gives it to Perry. Perry with 15 seconds. Perry trying to split the D. He lost control. Perry can feed it in front. Waisanen shoots, scores! Great individual effort by Perry, and hopefully Oscar Waisanen was screaming for the puck. As he's all alone, and so the first goal was Perry from Waisanen. The second goal will be Waisanen from Perry. And it's 2-2 with 7.5 seconds to go in the second period on only their 7th shot of the game. Two times now in this game, looks like the Jaguars are going to go into the intermission with a 1-goal lead. And twice the Stormhawks score with, there's a chance for Olsen, just maybe hit the post. Olsen in the waning moments of the second period, but twice now in this game, Stormhawks score the tying goal with under a minute to play. So it's 2-2 after 2 shots, 22-8 in favor of the Jags, and it looks like we're going to have chuck-a-puck here. Oh, the first puck was a good one. It was Dawson Perry. Yeah, it was just a reverse of the first goal. Yeah, no, it was a reverse of the first goal. The first one was after to Dawson. The top just flip-flop. Oh. Oh, maybe the last puck thrown in is the winner. Second to last puck. So we'll see if the Stormhawks can take that momentum of that late period goal. Let's see if they can take some momentum into the third period and get that go-ahead goal. Turn the tables on these Jaguars.
All right, special guest, Ethan's brother, Parker. And the winner is
That goal by Waisanen is, I believe, second of the season. He's got 2 points on the day. He's got a goal and assist. And Dawson Perry with the same scoreline, a goal and an assist. It'll be the Kurt Olsen-Palmquist line to start the third period with Girding and Lund, your defensemen, playing with 5 defensemen tonight. Blake Bigglebach, homesick. A lot of illness going around. So I think we've maybe had one game this season, maybe 2, where we've had a full roster. We're underway in the third period, and Jefferson well offsides. We'll have a face-off in front of the penalty box. I don't have a statistician here. Apparently too cold to venture out, so I don't know what the face-offs are, but my guess would be 60 to 70% won by the Jaguars. There's a puck flutters into the Jaguar zone, chased by Kurt down low. Good pressure there, almost creating a turnover. And then they get around Olsen and allow them to skate out with it. And intercepted by Palmquist. Palmquist feeds it to Kurt. Kurt flipped it ahead, and Olsen had just skated in a little bit. Wasn't able to get enough on that puck to go in on a 2-on-1 rush with Olsen. Face off one cleanly by the Jags. Long cross ice pass. And our defenseman backing away, allowing the puck to at least get to the blue line, tipped away by Kurt. Bothered by Olsen, and a pass across the red line, and the lights are dimming here. A little mood lighting in the third period. Shot off the post from a sharp angle, and the lights come back on. Pass it to sharp angle, shot, saved by Brandt, and he couldn't find the rebound, and then found it for a second time, and a change there needed as the Stormhawks were looking a little tired there. It would be Spalding, Hokanen, and Ramak, I believe. Yep. They're going to kick out a Jaguar from the circle and have to be replaced by one of his wingers. Puck hits the back of the official. Now it's Spalding in the left circle. Tyler tried to flip it out. It's turned away. Now Jefferson, sharp angle shot. Stopped by Brandt at the side of the net, and he gets his blocker hand on it. And we've had a scrimmage fest for the first part of the day here, but Jefferson varsity and JV teams, I believe. Now they're going to kick out Spalding for some reason. So they had scrimmage fest with the high school teams, and then the evening session has been Bantam games. There are 4 Chaska-Chanhassen teams facing 4 Jefferson teams here at Bloomington Ice Garden. Tyler will whack it out. Hokanen will pick it up in front of the Jag bench. He's turned away right there. And the Jags right back on the attack. Stick handles around to the front. Loose puck in front and tipped away finally by Tyler. Now Hokanen with it. Hokanen tips it, tried to get it around the defenseman, and he made a nice play and intercepted that tip, and then I think the puck went into the Stormhawk zone. We'll have a face-off in front of the went into the Stormhawk bench. We'll have a face-off in front of the Jag bench. It'll be Perry to win that 50-50 battle. Flip it in, glove down by Jaguar defenseman. Long cross-ice pass. It'll be Lund on it first. Off the wall, bouncing puck. We'll swipe that by Azanoff. Ooh, and there is a great skip chance. That puck unfortunately bounced on the blue line instead of into the Jefferson zone. Otherwise, Waisanen would have gone in on a scoring chance. This line responsible for both goals for Chaska-Chanhassen in this game. Puck in the skates of Azanoff. He had no idea. Jefferson finds it and gets it deep. Lund tips it by one forechecker. And his pass is a bouncing puck, and Brandt gets his mid on it. 12:36 to go in the third period. Score tied at 2. Shots 25-8 in favor of Bloomington Jefferson. Face-off controlled by the Jags. Shot right on and saved by Brandt. Once again, Jefferson with it. Face-off win. Shot blocked in front. But the Jags on the forecheck with the puck. Goes to the near corner now. It'll be Perry first on it. It'll go across for Azanoff. Azanoff has a little bit of space. left the puck for Lund. I think unintentionally, but it worked out. Now Lund gets it in deep and goes for a change. 3 of the 5 will change. Here's Waisanen to Perry. Perry is stood up behind the net. Intercepted at the blue line, but out of the zone. And it's dumped in, and whoa, and Perry and Olsen run into each other as the whistle blows. 11:55 to go in the third period. It's score tied at 2. Like to see a push here from the Stormhawks. They haven't had much sustained pressure on Jefferson in this game. Face-off one over to Palmquist, who gives it to Olsen. Olsen dumps it in. We'll see if the forecheck goes a little faster. Sort of. But Jefferson able to skate out. drop pass, misses everything, goes to Olsen, who will flip it ahead to a Jefferson defenseman who feeds it to a forward. Now he'll go to his winger. Cuts to the middle. Shot saved by Brandt, and he hops on the rebound. Brandt with another strong game in this rink. He kept the Stormhawks in that championship game last Sunday, or this past Sunday. Very particular are the officials about where the wingers are standing on the face-off. Puck knocked down. It'll be Palmquist, feed it across to Olsen, gets a stick on it and gets it out to center ice. Knocked down by Olsen. Bouncing puck. Olsen bothering a couple. Kurt gets around. One defender tried to feed it to Olsen, and that's intercepted. Now it's thrown around the wall. Dangerous pinch by Girding. And here comes Jefferson. 2-on-1 if they hurry. Pass across in front. It's eventually broken up. Comes to Girding. His pass doesn't connect. Shot saved by Brandt. Loose puck at the top of the crease. Wraparound coming. Cut off by Brandt. And Kurt will slam it down the ice for an icing. Not the strongest defensive play I've seen there out of Chaska Chanhassen this season. They were at the end of their shift, but woo, they got a couple chances off that rush. 10:38 to play. Score tied at 2. Face-off 1 to Tyler. Tyler will go to the far side for Ramaka. Ramaka is cut off, and that allows Jefferson to keep it in. They're just fighting for it just inside the blue line, and Jefferson wins the battle. Lund tried to get up the wall. Knocked down and kept in. Kicked at by Tyler. Kept in deep. Turned over to Spalding, who gives to Tyler. Tyler up to Ramaka. One touches to Hokanen and has the puck taken right off his stick. And some frustration showing on the Stormhawk ice. Stormhawk players on the ice. Lines have switched up a little bit as Waisanen is no longer, or at least not right now, with Perry. They have connected for both goals in this game. Here's Hokanen. Hokanen passed it to Ramaka, but Ramaka had his back to him, and that created a turnover. Good job of Tyler to stand his ground. Now the puck comes to Hokanen. Hokanen to Waisanen. Waisanen down deep, try to feed it back to Ramaka. Pushed up the wall, and Jefferson will skate out, cut off by Hokanen, but then battle won by the Jags. And Lund over to Hokanen. Off of his stick. They fight for it in front of the Stormhawk bench. Jefferson on the attack. Pass broken up. Tyler with it. Has it taken off of his stick. Gathered by Lund. Nobody supporting the puck. Everybody just having their back to it. Nobody giving the Stormhawks a good outlet. Here's a loose puck for Kurt. He'll dump it in, but right to a defender. Puck comes off of Perry. Perry battling for it. Pushed up the wall, and Jefferson will likely get out. Bothered by Kurt in front of his own bench. Finds it in his skates. Kicks away at it. Gets to Perry, who kicks it with his skate. Eventually comes to Azanoff. Azanoff hit off the puck. Comes to Perry, and this game has slowed down considerably. Fatigue setting in this game. 8:22 to go in the third period. Score tied 2-2. Goals by Perry and Waisanen. Both in the waning moments, under 30 seconds to play in both the first and second period. Kurt goes down. He's going to draw a high sticking. I'm not sure why the whistle blew. I think it's because they had the clearing attempt, and that's the second straight game Kurt has taken a puck up high. He took one in the neck in the tournament last weekend. Nobody opening the box for the Jefferson player. So, third power play of the game coming for Chaska Chanhassen. They're 0 for 2, and I don't know if they have a shot. Officials talking it over if it should be more than 2 minutes. Why is the face-off out there? Face-off, it's a power play. It should be in the zone. Why is the face-off out? I don't understand that at all. Palmquist reaching for it, pushes it head on net, and now they'll get their face-off in the zone. But they talked about why it would be that. I don't understand. Face-off won by Kurt, back to Johnson. Johnson, long shot, save. I missed it on its way there. Goalie did not. Right into his glove. You can see how important face-offs won are on a power play. Kurt won that clean, and he got it right back to Johnson, who got a shot off. Kurt wins it over to Palmquist. His shot goes high over the crossbar. Kurt intercepts a clearing attempt, tried to give it down to Palmquist, and just a little bit out of his reach, but it's kept in. Here's Palmquist in the corner, tried to drop it for Kurt. Pushed up the wall, Lindell pinches, and it gets gotten out by the Jags on the attack, shorthanded. Tried to go around Johnson. Here's a shorthanded chance. Brandt, I believe, got a stick on it. Here's Kurt in his own zone. Long pass across to Palmquist. No, Olsen. Olsen across the red line. Olsen fans on the shot. And Jefferson will get it out of the zone. Skate down, shorthanded. Across the blue line. Stood up. Shot through a screen, and Brandt saw it all the way. And that's the 30th shot on net by Nathan Brandt. He's got 28 saves. For a pretty, I'm not going to do the math. I don't know what the score, his save percentage is. I know the other goaltender's save percentage is 800, as he's faced 10 shots and allowed 2 goals. Here's Lund up the wall. It's going to be Jefferson first on it. In the corner, it will be Girding. He loses that race to the puck. Slides out to Ramaka. Ramaka up the left side. Into the zone. Gets around. Tips it on net. It's dumped in front. Oh, and off the head or glove of Hokanen. High off the glass, not out. Bounces past Spalding. Thrown all the way down. Oh, and they wave no icing. That was tipped. Much to the dismay of Chaska Chanhassen fans. Girding's pass, dangerous, but it's picked up by Spalding.
3-2.
Spalding into the zone. Down the right side to Hokanen. One shot time. Right on. Rebound. And it was Ramaka couldn't find the open net. Long shot. Right on. Save. Rebound. Save by the goaltender. And that does it for the power play. And great push at the end of that power play by the Stormhawks. Almost getting that go-ahead goal. 6:11 to go in the third period. Score knotted at 2. We're back to 5-on-5 play. Waisanen wins to Azanoff. Azanoff tried to give it to Lindell. Lindell won that battle. Long shot in front. Tipped by Perry right on net. And into the glove of the goaltender. He may not have saw the shot. Once again, one face-offs are important here. Face-off one again to Azanoff, to Lindell. Lindell throws it in deep. Official fell down. Now it's Perry down deep. Comes to Azanoff. Azanoff didn't skate to the puck there, and that allowed Jefferson to get on it and get out. Jefferson bothered from behind. Eventually, the turnover. Shot right on and gobbled up by Brandt. Holy, and then we got a penalty coming against Chaska Chanhassen, I believe. Or maybe it's against Jefferson. I don't know. Elbowing call against number 19 in white. And the Stormhawks will go right back on the power play. I didn't see it. Must have been behind the play a little bit. So another great opportunity for Chaska Chanhassen to get that go-ahead goal. They have not led in this game. Maybe they're just waiting for under a minute to play like they've done in each of the first two periods. Jefferson wins that face-off, chased by Olsen. Clearing attempt turned away by Lindell, who throws it in deep all the way around. It'll be Palmquist on it first. Palmquist waits. Still with it. Palmquist in front to Kurt. He can't get a shot off, and Jags will skate out. Pass intercepted briefly by Lindell. He pushes it to the corner. Let's see who wants the puck here. It'll be Tyler. He tosses it to Palmquist with 5 minutes to play in the third period. Palmquist has the middle of the ice. Nope, he's going to cut to the left. Feeds it to the middle. It's Olsen. Slow attack. Olsen, long shot. Blocker away. Olsen with the rebound. Gives to Kurt. Right in front to Palmquist and just handcuffed him a little bit. That was almost a great chance. There could have been a 3-on-2 rush for Jefferson. Nice play there by this Jags. Backhand shot saved by Nathan Brandt with a minute to go on the power play. Great chance there on the other end. Kurt with the puck. Tried to feed it to Palmquist, and it just handcuffed him in his skates just a little bit. Puck in the skates of the official, and here's a puck at the red line. Spalding will throw it in. That's knocked down, but a good rush by Spalding. Knocked down, it's Ramaka in, shoots high over the net. Let's see if Johnson keep it in. I think he did. Now here comes Jefferson on the attack. Tried to get around Lund. Lund stood his ground nicely there. And loose puck, it'll be picked up by Lund with 29 seconds left to go on the power play. Lund will take it himself. Lund tried to cut to the middle, lost control, and then it's fed out to neutral ice. Waisanen whacks it at it, and it just crosses the blue line offsides. "16 seconds to go on the elbowing minor to Jefferson. 3:54 remaining in the third period. In the game, really. Waisanen fought through a check to get that puck in deep. It's whacked out, and the Jags will go down and kill the remainder of the penalty right here. Thrown in front, tipped away by Perry out to center ice, and that does it for the power play. That was probably the best power play so far that the Stormhawks have had as far as chances. Perry in, down the right side. Tried to feed it to Azanoff. Hard hit thrown to Perry. He's still fighting for it. Waisanen throws a check. Now Girding fans on the shot. Regathers. Long shot kicked away by the defender. Now it's going to be thrown around to the far side. Waisanen chasing. Nice play by Waisanen. Leaving for Azanoff. Azanoff. Nice pass up to Lindell. Lindell's long shot. Low. Save. Rebound comes out. And it'll be Lindell. And the net is off again. And arena managers of Minnesota buy better pegs. Holy cow. We see it all the time that the nets are coming off in multiple different arenas. .305 to go in the third period. Score tied at 2. It's the Kurt Olsen Palmquist line. Face off one over to Olsen. Tried to ring it around for Palmquist. That's intercepted. Olsen cuts off the outlet pass, and it's Olsen passed up to the point, and they had left the zone. Tyler flips it ahead, and just onside was Palmquist. Long outlet pass right onto the tape of the Jefferson, and good defense, but puck comes out to a trailer for Jefferson. Tyler shoved off the puck, but that's all right. Take a hit, make a play. 3-2. Forwards go up. It's Palmquist. Palmquist in. Palmquist cut off. Palmquist leaves for Olsen. Olsen up to Lund. Lund off the zone, and they heads to the sky and sticks to the ice in frustration are the Stormhawks as they know they had a chance there. 3-on-2. I'd like to see one of those forwards go hard to the net, perhaps, and that might give Palmquist a confidence to take a hard shot. Bouncing puck corralled by Hokanen. Hokanen to the right circle. He tried to feed it in front. It's off of Jefferson's skate. And then the outlet pass to the red line. Jefferson on the attack, fronted by Johnson. Long shot over the net. Comes to Spalding. Spalding up the wall. Spalding bothered at the blue line. Hokanen falls down. No call coming. Puck had come in offsides, and we got a whistle. Spalding goes to the net or to the bench. Looks like he's all right. Maybe took a stick to the midsection. 1:44 to go. Score tied at 2. Loose puck comes to Ramaka. Ramaka up the wall. Tipped ahead by Hokanen. Hokanen racing. Hokanen whacking at it. Almost a turnover to Waisanen. Now it's Jefferson on the attack. In shot, saved by Brandt. With 90 seconds to play in this contest. It'll be Waisanen, Perry, and Asinoff. Face-off won by Jefferson. Long shot blocked on its way. Perry whacks at it, doesn't get it out. Long shot tipped in front, saved by Brandt, goes into the corner. Pushed up the wall, now down low. Jefferson still with it, now Girding in the far corner. Asinoff doesn't know the skate is right there, or the puck is right there. Jefferson picks it up, cuts to the middle. Oh, trip, good penalty. Hey, it's a good penalty by Aiden Girding. He was going to go in on a scoring chance. I don't mind that. I don't think he meant to do it necessarily, but... So 58.1 seconds to go in the game. Jags on their second power play of the game. It'll be Kurt and Palmquist. Face-off won by Jefferson. Shot saved by Brandt. Kicks to the near side. Tyler muscled away. Bouncing puck. Who finds it? It's Jefferson with 46 seconds to go. Now to the corner. Now behind the net. Fed in front. And comes out to the point. Long shot. Save. Rebound. And it's in. Rebound, got to the far side, and they tuck it in the open net. Puck bounced in the crease. Actually, the initial shot on the rebound bounced to the near side, and then it was tucked in the open net. And Jaguars go up 3-2 with 32 seconds to go with a power play goal. And the Stormhawks will need some dramatics for the third time in this game. Here's Tyler off the faceoff, dumps it in, but not far. Bouncing puck. Kurt with it. Feeds it down for Palmquist. Palmquist shot deflected in front. Brandt to the bench for the extra attacker. Kurt, backhand shot. Rebound. Oh, and a quick whistle as a goaltender takes a whack at Olsen. Goaltender didn't have the puck. It was a quick whistle. Actually, maybe the net was off. That's what always happens. 13.8 seconds to go. Spalding to take this face-off. Crucial he wins this. And just sitting there waiting for help from Palmquist. Puck goes into the corner. Oh, and Tyler couldn't intercept it. Races down, and Jefferson's going to win this game with an empty net goal. And that does it. Jags win 4-2 in a hard-fought game. District 6 game. Shots 37-18. 4-2 the final. Stormhawks fall to 1-2 in the District 6 play. They'll be in action tomorrow afternoon at 3:45 against Edina. We'll see the handshake line here, and then we'll get out of here as a lot of people are going to be walking by. 4-2 your final. This game brought to you by Edge Tech Hockey. Goals by Perry and Waisanen. 34 saves for Nathan Brandt. So that does it from Bloomington Ice Garden. Jefferson 4, Chaska Chan Gold 2. Thanks for watching.